This is Mark Kelly with Inbound Revenue, and I wanted to put together a brief video for you to show you how you could use the Google Ads Keyword Planner tool to understand the seasonality of a business that you own or a business that you may be thinking about starting, and taking a look at that seasonality from a consumer's point of view. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Keyword Planner tool inside of your Google Ads account. So you go to Tools, then you'll go to Keyword Planner, and then you're going to choose the option Discover New Keywords. So I'm going to hit on Discover New Keywords, and then I'm going to type in here a very common service. I'm going to type in landscaping. And now we're going to see the search volume for landscaping. Now you'll notice that I have targeted United States. Now, a couple of things I'm going to note right away. Landscaping is not a keyword that you really want to target in your Google Ads because there's no intent there. That just tells this is just a general interest search term. It could be used to indicate almost anything. Someone who's interested in landscaping ideas, someone who is looking for a landscaping company, but they would be more likely to use a term like landscaping near me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use that term. We're going to remove that one. We're going to use this term. We're going to get results. Now, what I'm going to show you here is the graph in the center is how we're going to see the seasonality of this term for the service that you're thinking about getting into. So you can see this chart is through current at the time of this video being shot to 12 months back. So it's a 1-year snapshot of the search volume across the whole United States. The blue line indicates all search. The red line indicates mobile search, which gives you just a general idea of how much search is done on the phone and why it's really important that your website and or landing page be mobile friendly. So you can see here in October of last year, there was a search volume, and it starts to drop, as you might suspect, into December, and then pick up again here around February. There's a couple of things to note. Most landscapers will think of maybe March through June as their heavy months, or March through July. But you'll notice that search volume actually starts to pick up in January and February. So there is search volume picking up early. So those are times that you want your ads to be running. But this would also give you a good indication as a landscaper when you're likely to be busiest, when you're likely to need less crew, or perhaps, take that long-awaited vacation. A couple of things that to consider here. One is that you might just do landscaping, and you might not be in the lawn care business. So in that case, we want to add a filter. We want to add a filter for a keyword. So we want to filter out lawn care, or we'll just filter out lawn, and that will remove every reference to lawns in our searches. So now there's no lawn search, just landscaping keywords. So that's interesting, but that's for the US. Likely your landscaping company or the one you're thinking about starting doesn't serve the US. So let's change that to just a southern state. We're going to go with Florida. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include Florida, and then I'm going to remove the United States. And now let's take a look at the search volume. Now, as you would expect, it's very different when you're just targeting Florida than when you're targeting the entire U.S. See, there is a dip in December, and there is a bit of a rise during the summer months. But search volume is pretty even throughout the season for a landscaping company in Florida, indicating that you can get customers at any time. Let's change this up and take a look at a different state, a northern state, where you're going to have weather challenges. So let's look at Pennsylvania. What we're going to do is include Pennsylvania. We're going to remove Florida. We're going to do this again and take a look at the chart. So now you can see a couple of things. Volume really drops off during the fall and early winter. You also see that the search volume starts to pick up in January, February, and then it's at peak in April. So that's very interesting. Two things if you're running Google Ads or thinking about running Google Ads. This would indicate there's no reason to ever pause your ads. Your ads are simply going to spend less, But it's also possible that your competitors are going to pause their ads during the winter months, in which case you want to keep running your ads so you can be one of the few landscapers out there capturing jobs and planning them for the next year's season. The other thing is that the search volume starts a lot earlier than one might think. It starts to increase in early February before it peaks in April. So if you're a landscaper in Pennsylvania, you may very well do things like snow plowing. I'm just going to use that term. Let's see what we turn up with that. Snow plowing, there's a significant amount of search, and there's a lot of snow removal and other search terms in there. Snow plowing near me. So let's go up here and eliminate landscaping. Just see how much search volume there is for snow plowing. And you'll notice here that search volume is very flat, as one might expect, but there is still search volume all year long. And then it starts to pick up around the end of August. So around here is when I would start running my ads for snow plowing if you're trying to get those contracts, especially for commercial plowing. Start running your ads around the August time period. But you can see a lot of people are going to wait till the snow falls to start reaching out for snow-related services. So that's something that you might want to think about if that's a business that you want to get into or a business you are into, that maybe you partner up with someone, maybe you increase your capacity, because there's going to be a lot of calls coming in that you would likely have to turn down if you only have a few trucks. So hopefully this has been a useful video on how to use the Google Ads keyword planning tool to understand the seasonality of a business that you might own or you might be starting. If there's a lot more to discuss about the keyword planner, and I'll do that in another video, I just wanted to show you some of the key basics in terms of seasonality. If you have questions or other things that you'd like to see, please drop them in the comments below, or feel free to reach out to me personally. Once again, this is Mark Kelly with Inbound Revenue. Please press the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.